Good evening, welcome to game number 2. Game number 2 of a best out of 3 for the finals for the Dreamhack online qualifier number 1. Dreamhack Winter 2012. The winner of this best out of 3 will be given a spot in the Dreamhack Winter 2012 Dota 2 competition, which is of course a pretty big tournament to be at. It's one of the most prestigious names you can get if you have got a title from that from the tournament on your name. As in, if you win, that is. Although participating alone is already quite an honor, as there are the top 16 teams in Europe normally competing there. We're going to see 2 teams fighting for that invite. It is going to be QWERT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the Radiant side, who unfortunately for them lost the first game to ScaryFaceZ, who played a very convincing first half of the game that had a bit of a mediocre second bit, but at the end they managed to come back with full strength and take down the throne of the opponent's team. ScaryFaceZ on the Dire side with the second pick this time. They actually ban out the bounty hunter themselves. They played it pretty well in the first game. Don't want to be dealing with that though. They pick up the Rubik for themselves, the one that they had to face in the previous game. Bounty hunter gets also banned out as well as the Tinker and well as the Darkseer, with the Undying the first pickup for the Radiant team, as well as the Templar Assassin. They're being picked up. Let's see what they're going to complement that lineup with. I mean, the Tidehunter is still there. They had the Tidehunter in the previous game, though. I'm not sure if they want to be having that again, as they didn't win the previous game, but I do still think that Tidehunter made a lot of changes in that game. He got to level 6 really fast, being on the short lane. I loved QWERT's laning. The idea of behind their lanes, even though the bottom aggressive tri-lane did not really work out for them as intended. And they go for the Venomancer. They faced the Venomancer in the previous game and apparently recognized his strength again and picked him up himself, and of course also a bit of a semi-count towards the Templar Assassin, and they just don't want to give it away to the Dire side again. I mean, that's just annoying to face. But the Rubik and the Jakiro already up on there, of course, which is, at least for the Rubik, it's a bit of a guess what role he's going to be playing. Previous game we saw a Rubik being solo mid.
10 seconds.
And Broodmother will be the pickup. Okay, so they had a Phantom Lancer in the previous game, and I said it then. I said it in the previous game that the Phantom Lancer had a bit of the same touch to the game as a Broodmother would have, and we are gonna be seeing the same thing probably again coming off the Broodmother. He's just gonna push, and as soon as you leave him alone in the lane, you know, he's gonna be pushing your tower, and you'll be annoyed by it. At the same time, there are, of course, plenty of counters still in the pool, though having said that, I do realize that it is now the second ban phase, so we are going to see QWERT we are going to see ScaryFaceZ banning out some counters, like a Sand King or Tidehunter. It's going to be a Lone Druid that's getting banned out by QWERT, and there isn't need the Sand King banned out. Thinking about what these teams still need, I mean, for ScaryFaceZ, we know what they want to ban out. They want to ban out stuff that counters the Broodmother for now. For the Radiant team, however, I mean, they have got a solo mid lane, they've got a Venomancer support, they've got an Undying, which can be a tri-lane or dual lane, probably either of the two, so they need to have a solo lane for themselves. And what they are expecting that the Dire team still needs is apparently a long lane solo or a jungle hero. They don't want to give them a jungle hero. Interesting to note there, Tidehunter being banned out indeed, no surprise there. But that means that I'm kind of expecting Rubik to be a solo mid laner here. Because if you already have 2 solo lanes, that means that you want to have something, either you want to run a tri-lane or you want to have something in the jungle. And they ban out the Chen as well. Of course, the Enigma is still in the pool. Keeper of the Light gets banned out there by ScaryFaceZ. Of course, Keeper of the Light is a very, very scary combination together with that Undying. So that's not going to be happening for QWERT. But let's see what they are going to be picking up. Are they maybe thinking about picking up the Enigma themselves, making sure that they are the only one to get that solid jungle hero? It could be the case. Could be the case indeed. But then they have to run either a dual lane Venomancer Undying or run a solo lane Venomancer or Undying. In theory though, like in theory, I don't think it's going to happen, but both of these, we have seen them solo laning lanes. So it is possible.
Reserve time.
Let's see. And for the people wondering, indeed, in the chat, it was QWERT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that beat the retry. It's of course the team from PGG. It will be the Beastmaster picked up by QWERT. So that will be their long lane solo. So that will indicate Venomancer Undying on the same lane. Maybe with a carry still, or maybe it's going to be Undying farming and Venomancer supporting. We don't know yet. Queen of Pain picked up by ScaryFaceZ, looking to be the mid hero against the Templar Assassin. Is an okay hero against that. I mean, she won't be able to die because she can just blink away, or at least she won't be able to die yet. As in, not until that Templar Assassin is level 6, then she will be able to continue to farm. So a nice pickup there, just a solid one. And we're gonna see what QWERT want to pick up as their last pickup. I'm surprised that both of these teams now do not use a lot of their bonus time. In the previous game, we saw QWERT actually dropping towards 3 seconds that they had left in their bonus time before picking up one of their heroes. And that is gonna be a tri-lane. Undying, Venomancer, Crystal Maiden, tri-lane incoming with the Juggernaut being picked up by ScaryFaceZ as their last pick. Indicating tri-lane, Rubik, Jakiro, Juggernaut. Tri-lane versus tri-lane. Let's hope they're up against each other again, because that was pretty entertaining in the previous game. Even though it didn't go the way as I thought it would go, because of the differences, well, the differences in aggression, I should say, on the teams. But we're gonna see how they're gonna do it this time, as we have a pause coming off. So we are waiting until they are unpausing and then we can go again. But in the meantime, I'll already introduce the teams to you. We have on the Dire side the winner of the previous match is of course ScaryFaceZ. We're gonna see the player that played the Bounty Hunter in the previous game is playing the Broodmother. He has of course a long lane solo in that case. Norman is gonna be playing the Jakiro. Arden is an Explosion. Is gonna be playing that Rubik. We see Vladislav Cosmos playing the Queen of Pain, with Sema playing the Juggernaut. So that is all 5 players on the Dire team. As we're going to jump ourselves over to the Radiant team, where they are going to be preparing to go. It is going to be Sasu, Captain himself, playing the Templar Assassin. FTWERQ is going to be playing the Undying. Mimorianos is going to be playing the Beastmaster. Rionsna is going to be playing the Venomancer. And last but not least, it is the Crystal Maiden being played by Vex FC. Oh, and one thing that I still wanted to note, I mean, like I said, the winner of this matchup is going to go to Dreamhack Winter, or is going to be able to get an invite to Dreamhack Winter. They're not going to be paid to trip and stuff. So it's quite interesting to see if these teams, if they get when they get an invite, one of these teams is going to get an invite, are they going to actually be making it to Dreamhack? I mean, one is from Poland, the other one is from the Ukraine. It's a pretty big trip to make, as Sweden is not a cheap country for sure. So that is something that is pretty interesting to note. But then again, I guess there would be more invites if they are indeed unable to make it. It's still a prestigious thing to have, though. If you win this tournament, you are indeed winning a cup. You win an invite to Dreamhack Winter, and not everybody can say that they have done that. So I guess that is I guess the question that we can ask them after they win. As we have the go again from Norman, and there we go indeed. And it is Undying that unpauses. Undying that's going to be farming. Oh, so they'll, or is it?
Prepare for battle.
I'm expecting Undying to go bottom lane. We'll find out though. We have Broodmother on the long lane solo, so that's going to be her. It's going to be Queen of Pain that's thinking about going top, but we'll probably be going middle after checking out if they can find someone on the top lane. And everybody from QWERT going towards this rune spot right here. I don't think they can find each other though. Let me just drink some water while we wait to see if they are indeed gonna find each other or not.
Seconds to battle.
They are rotating around each other, not finding each other. Ooh, Queen of Pain, should be careful though. They actually smoked up. Oh, Queen of Pain. Here comes one. There comes one. Decay. Here comes Jakiro thinking about going in. He has of course got an ice path. Oh, and here comes the ice path. Ledges on 3. Is there gonna be more Blade Fury? Venomancer, you are gone. You are the first blood going towards the Rubik there. Rubik gonna be picked up there as well, though. Crystal Maiden picking up that kill, and now Jakiro, he's gonna be the next victim. Still lands an ice path. Not enough though. Venomancer picking up that kill, and now the Juggernaut on the run. 2 for 1 so far. Here comes Rubik again. Has got himself a telekinesis. There's a telekinesis up on the Undying, jumps in back into tower range, and Crystal Maiden overthrow it out just to make sure that nobody's gonna be chasing that one. And a 2-for-1 trade with the first blood going towards the way of the Juggernaut. Sorry, of the Rubik. Rubik picked up the first blood, and then 2 kills got taken down afterwards. So a semi-even trade if you counted first blood money in there. Even though the numbers, of course, are in favor of QWERT in 2 versus 1. Let's see what the biggest differences on the lane are going to be. This is indeed going to be an aggressive trial, and again going to be run from QWERT. If they do it this time, I mean, aggressive trial lanes, like I said, actually the dire side is a bit different because they can actually pull here if they wanted to, so they can get some experience for themselves. But you go in aggressive trial lane and you aim to be getting kills, and that's what your supports and stuff will get experience from, because it's not going to be that much of an experience pool coming off from this one creep spawn. But it is last game, it didn't really work out. They weren't able to be as aggressive as they thought they would. But with his Undying, he is of course a hero that's known for dives. With his Tombstone, it's so easy to dive. He has the K which he can spam out. It is an annoying hero to face, and he can be very aggressive. Queen of Pain blinking in, gonna kill off the Templar Assassin. That was quite a surprise. I was not expecting that to be happening so soon. TA level 3, Queen of Pain level 3 as well. Queen of Pain got herself just a kill, wasn't there for the kills on the top lane, didn't even get an assist. Templar Assassin did get an assist though on one of them, so she had a slight difference there, but well, this kill, Queen of Pain definitely got the better of that, already got a level ahead now of the Templar Assassin. And Queen of Pain got her bottle there complete with the Templar Assassin, still not having it. Donkey still waiting in the base for it to be picked up. Look at that refraction already picked off because of that Shadow Strike. Bottom lane, Broodmother versus Beastmaster, of course, is a combination that we see more often. Axis will be able to pick off the Spiderlings though, so that's something that the Broodmother has to be really careful about, especially that since the latest patch, well not the latest, the one before that I should say, the Spiderlings give more gold. Ooh, Crystal Maiden, Ice Bat, Telekinesis there as well. There comes the heal though. Still the Blade Fury, Crystal Maiden taking a lot of damage from this one. It will go down. Juggernaut picking up the kill. Now Juggernaut has to be really careful. Is there going to be another decay? Yes there is. It's not going to be enough to take him down though, but he doesn't have any HP thing. He's left. He cannot heal himself and he will go down. Undying picking up the kill as Undying's teammate, the Venomancer, drops on the side to the Rubik. So it's a 1-for-2 trade. Crystal Maiden and Venomancer dying on the back of a Juggernaut. Good trade for QWERT, to be fair. Shutting down that Juggernaut is pretty important, but losing the 2 supports, we're gonna see how they're gonna be doing, because as I said, a trial is not gonna be giving that much experience to your supports with that jungle right here, especially now that it's warded. But it's something that they have to try to get experience from those kills, but they're not gonna get those kills because they don't have them. Bottle now up on a Templar Assassin. I say up because it's in a donkey. She is very low, however. She will need to use the bottle and then send it back. Beastmaster and Broodmother exchanging blows.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that's indeed bottle being used fully, and the donkey is going to continue on his way towards the bottom lane because it looks like the soul ring is ready for that Beastmaster. And Broodmother just going to continue farming. 12 for 3 on the Broodmother with a Beastmaster sitting on 16 for 4, so getting the better of the lane so far. Though as soon as there's a soul ring up on the Broodmother, that will be changing around. Sentry ward being placed, so more harassment is going to come out of that Broodmother. She will soon find out that that ward is there. In the meantime, middle lane, of course, Queen of Pain already got that last hit on the kill. Picked herself up some boots now as well. 19 for 4 versus 6 for 1. So Queen of Pain owning this Templar Assassin in the mid lane for sure. Jakiro gonna leave the regen rune there to pick up for the Queen of Pain, who's gonna dodge and melt damage coming off of the TA. And the regen rune activated straight away as well, and they might try to go on it now. Jakiro is actually backing off again. With the aggressive triline being forced around their tower, we're gonna have to share all this experience with the 3 of them, which is a big difference. We see Juggernaut still being level 3 though. It's of course also because he died with the Undying being level 4. But in theory, he should be getting a bit more experience now than the rest of the opponent team is. The K there, Rubik being forced back, and we have got Norman just pulling in the jungle, making sure that the lanes are gonna be denied as much as possible for this Undying, so that he misses experience. And the last hit for the Undying, let's check that out. 27 for 7, he is doing a great job. Juggernaut really not able to do as much. He's only 3 for 1 right now. He's been in 3 out of the 4 kills, which is nice, and he got of course a kill for himself as well, but that's not the same amount of gold that the Juggernaut's getting. Last hit to the 9 is just in favor of that Undying for now. And they are gonna try to push down this tier 1 tower. At least do a large chunk of damage to it. Tombstone actually being put up there. Wanna have this tower, but the Tombstone still level 1. Will go down. Not even a heal to save it. Nice Ice Bat. Hits on 3. 1 is already down. Venomous will drop on the side. Undying does not do his name justice because he will go down. Nice TP in from the Queen of Pain. Making sure her TP counted as she has. But was able to pick up a kill there. As well as an assist. 2 assists rather. So 3 going down on the top lane. That aggressiveness is getting punished straight away. As soon as they came in, bam, dead. Nice Ice Path there as well though. I mean, I have to say that Ice Path made stuff happen, made a difference. Level 2 on both now, not even 1 point in Liquid Fire, but then again, as long as he's not gonna try to push anything down, as long as he's not gonna be in range of a tier 1 tower that he wants to take down, he doesn't really need that Liquid Fire. He's being more defensive as in pushing an Ice Path than anything else, so good call there. As a Beastmaster is pulling the lane, double stack here actually, so the lane will be, or at least this wave will be denied in total. We'll give Broodmother, this is a dangerous thing to do. Because if you do that, the lane will be pushed out towards the tower, which is of course nice, that's why most people do it. But if you do that with a Broodmother on the map, that might actually be dangerous because your tower will take some pressure. There's actually 2 creeps that made it through though, that might be a lifesaver there. As a Broodmother actually finished up her power threads first, not even gonna go for Ring of, or there we go, for Soul Ring first. But interesting to note, in the meantime on the top lane, Telekinesis, we already have the Crystal Main being picked up, there goes the Venomancer as well, and Undying now, they did the same thing. Queen of Pain came in again, this time it looks like Undying might be getting away, there's no Telekinesis up, there is a Shadow Strike soon though, and a Scream, that's actually enough, and that is Rubik actually getting the last hit for that tower, will probably drop, it is in an eye range. And it will be denied, but it is, again, they died all 3 of that for that, and that's twice that I did that now. Twice that the Queen of Pain came around to also pick up some kills there, actually picked up 2 of the kills there and 1 assist. And that is gonna be working not in their favor at all. Shadow Strike here, Templar Assassin now level 7. Still taking a lot of damage there, but doing some damage in return. Look at that, Sonic Wave, no, refraction there, dodges it, nice play there. Queen of Pain uses her bottle, but has to be really careful now. She doesn't have anything anymore to try to take down that Templar Assassin as Venomancer just came passing through on the way to the bottom lane. He's gonna probably place a ward, make sure that the Beastmaster is more safe. Also, even though Crystal Main already came down to the bottom lane to help out the Beastmaster, and of course there was still a Sentry Ward earlier. Might not even have been needed, but the Broodmother did go down. He now TP's back in towards the bottom lane. The slow is there. Is there gonna be more? Soul Ring is now up on the Broodmother, and he wants to go for this. Pops his Unstable Hunger. Nova's still there, but the speed from the web is there, and the Ice Path latches, and that is the kill. Going the way of the Broodmother, getting revenge, and the rest backs off again, knowing that they could not do anything there. Venomancer still no boots. Let's see, Crystal Main no boots. Oh, actually Crystal Main has boots, so that's nice for her, as she already died 3 times, and of course the Venomancer also died 4 times, so that is not a good start for those supports, as they are already slow on experience because they were on the trial lane, but also shut down that heart that the kills that have been going on, they were not there for it because they were dead. So that's gonna be a tough thing for them to conquer, as we do see them lowest up on net worth right now, so that is pretty tricky, as we have tier 1 tower getting pressured here. TP incoming from the Beastmaster, don't want to try to defend this Venomancer here as well, with this of course his level 1 wards. But here's a Rubik, here's a Jakiro as well. The Trilan has moved, or at least 2 of them have. We still have on the top lane the Undying farming against the Juggernaut, but we are not interested in that. We are interested in this Beastmaster, Telekinesis, Ice Path, Unstable Hunger, and that's another kill. Broodmother picks it up, and this could be the start of the next tier 1 tower going down. This time on the other side though, it is QWERT that is wanting to defend this tier 1 tower. TPs are gonna come in. Here comes the Undying. Tombstone is up. Here comes also the TA looking for a target. Wants to find the Broodmother. Broodmother trying to hide himself. He's being very slow though. He's gonna be able to get himself some extra movement speed. Rubik trying to get away from that one. Should be fine, as we see the Crystal Main now in a lot of trouble, trying to take down the Queen of Pain, but she can't do that, and actually, whoa, dust being popped. Broodmother goes down, Decay helping out, and the Queen of Pain still hanging around, wants to at least get 1 kill. Crystal Main though already backing off, and they want to go for something more, and now Queen of Pain blinks away, knowing that she was in over her head, still gets slowed, but the traps got nerfed slightly, might be able to get back out in time. The Decay is going to be there, but it's not going to be enough to take her down. Trap is going to be at the wrong place, and the blink away is there, and she is going to be safe, just like the Rubik who we saw walking away from that one. Jakiro got away safe as well, being very low in HP, but it was the Broodmother that still went down, and they weren't able to get a kill in return. Apart from that Venomancer that we of course saw die. TP in comes the Broodmother again as the tower already drops. That is the second tier 1 tower down on the side of ScaryFaceZ. And well, QWERT, I mean, they're not behind, they're not ahead on kills, but they do get those towers to get that extra gold up on their heroes. Even though if we look at the net worth, it's of course the Queen of Pain that managed to get the highest up on there, which is no real surprise. I mean, she's been on 8 kills out of the 13. She has not died yet, and she has got 4 kills for herself, at least 4 last hits. So doing a great job there. As well, from the chat comes, it's saying that there's lag, but there is no dropping of frames on my side, so it's not, lag is not on my end. Just wanted to put that out there. The Juggernaut, level 8, might be thinking about an Omni Slash here. In the meantime, Sonic Wave, Crystal Maiden going down. Juggernaut still wants an Omni Slash. Ice Bat does not hit. Is he fast enough? He does have Phase Boots. No Phase Boots on the Beastmaster. Queen of Pain is going to try to block him. Is actually going to be slowed also. Roar going up on the Queen of Pain. Here comes the Battlefield first. And it is Queen of Pain that's already down though and dying, doing the job. Beastmaster going to be going down too, but the Juggernaut pays for that kill with his life as the TA comes in. Slows the Rubik, who's going to lay down a breath that gives them 20% slow, or 30% slow rather, and will be going down still. Of course, Rubik tries to do what he can, stole himself some decay, but I don't think that he's going to be making it out alive of this one. He does have a TP, of course. Telekinesis there, stuns up on the Undying, and he's going to try to TP out, but won't be in time, and it's the Undying that picks up the kill. That is 4 heroes going down on this top lane, and they only got a Beastmaster in return. That is so not worth it. 9 for 15. As the Dire team is gonna push in the bottom lane again, but the TP from the Beastmaster was already there, and Broodmother's already gonna be backing out. Broodmother was of course the last one that was alive on the team of the Dire side, but was not able to get anything in return for that massacre that happened on the top lane. And this feels very much like game number 1, where ScaryFaceZ got ahead so much at the start of the game, even though now without track, that's not as much as they were there. But right now, with that almost team wipe, they just gave it away. Look at that drop back. Frostbite, Queen of Pain, melt damage, bam, you're dead. No blink for you. And this is the gold graph, going back towards the Radiant side after having been in favor of the Dire side up to 2k. And this is the last tier 1 tower standing on the side of ScaryFaceZ, and it looks like this Undying wants to take it down, and he's gonna have help from the Crystal Maiden and the TA as well, but there's gonna be some support incoming. I mean, there is a Rubik here, a Jakiro, and of course the Juggernaut who wants to still do his Omni Slash. There we go! It's only level 1 though, doesn't get a kill from that, and there is the Golem, Fleshy Golem. Crystal Maiden still goes down, but the Juggernaut, that is so not worth it, kills off the Crystal Maiden for only the price of his life, as the Tombstone has already been laid down. Breath being going down there as well. Macro Pyre, TA goes down. Nice counter to the TA refraction. Queen of Pain comes back in, cannot take down the Undying, as she knows that the K and the Undying is just gonna come back. Clap latches. Also decay up on the Rubik, by the way. And this is confusing. Red and green decays on his buff bar. 1800 gold up on that Queen of Pain. And we have got 400 gold up on him. I'm just checking to see if I missed any of the items. Broodmother still farming. Of course, he is. Mana boots up on that Jakiro. And we've got Juggernaut, who's of course got Phase Boost. He's got a Poor Man's Shield. He's actually died 3 times. It's been a 9 out of the 17 kills. I'm quite surprised he doesn't have more, but then again, he's only got 29 last hits, which is really not that much. But that is the result of being on that trial lane. Undying going for a semi-support, will picked himself up the mechanism. Ice Path, is there going to be more? Here comes Rubik as well, but I don't think they can go on it. And it will be the invisibility rune activated by the Queen of Pain, indicating that she cannot go in it either. Slow going off on the Rubik again. TP in for the Venomancer on the bottom lane. 2k gold in favor of QWERT right now. Which is 40 minutes in, it's decent. Not all that much though, especially not considering there's 2 towers in favor of them. That's about 3k gold right there. Okay. Well, they know that Queen of Pain picked up the invisibility rune. So that's probably why they picked up the dust, or why they used that random dust. But they weren't able to find him. He's already behind the tower, and he actually doesn't have his invisibility up anymore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And I have to say, I like how this Beastmaster shut him down, this Broodmother. He's actually able to push the lane more than the Broodmother is herself, which is not something that you normally see. And we see ScaryFaceZ is slightly at a downside right now, and they're looking for some ways to go in, some ways to find openings, to find farm. It may be the Juggernaut that's farming top, it's the Broodmother that are farming bottom, and they can't just all hang around mid and try to farm here, but they look for openings, but they can't find them. It's really difficult for them to be doing useful things in this fight right now, in this game right now, without overextending, because that is a risk that you have in this situation. Telekinesis, Ice Path, Undying. He's gonna be supported soon by Crystal Main, though. Is it gonna be enough? Tombstone is on there. Undying, Sonic Wave goes through, doesn't do that much though. Crystal Main and Frostbite landing on the Jakiro. Is there gonna be more? Right click. There's a decay. Stick charges doing the work. It's Crystal Main that goes down. Venomman's ulti on the side though, and it is the Jakiro that goes down there as well. Queen of Pain blinking away. Rubik stole Refraction, but will still drop. Look at the amount of dust that he has on him, and it's the Venommancer that picks him up. Telekinesis was still there, but that is not a worthy trade. Rubik dying as well as the Jakiro going for a Crystal Main, and they give away a tier 1 tower with that. I just said overextended is just such a big risk right now, and they just did just that. The tower will go down. Last tier 1 tower in the game, on the side of the Dire, that is. Because of course there's no towers down on their own side, no towers down on the side of QWERT right now. With an Undying picking up a Vitality booster and a Stout Shield, so going for a Vanguard still at 16 minutes in. 1800 gold up on the Broodmother. Curious to see what he's gonna go for. Ooh. He was thinking about roaring, dust being popped. But the Broodmother, knowing something was wrong, she backed off the wrong way, or at least the right way for her. It's gonna be the Venommancer that came in from the side, goes down though. Nice counter gank, and now it is trouble. Now they're gonna try to find more. Frostbite up on the Queen of Pain. Roar going off on the Queen of Pain. It's actually trouble for her, as she will be trying to blink away still, is able to do that, as the Rubik goes down by the TA. TA, who doesn't have Refraction anymore, but does have a double damage room. Queen of Pain still goes down, Undying picking him up. Omni slash Kip picks up the Undying as the Jakiro goes down to the TA. TA still triple kill, still has a DD rune and just got himself a triple kill. Oh, Broodmother, you're dead too. Crystal Main next picking that one up. No ultra kill, but it's a team wipe on the side of ScaryFaceZ. And they only picked up a Venomancer and an Undying. Again, not worth the trade. 20 to 20. As again, ScaryFaceZ is losing the advantage they had early game. Previous game, they were able to come back from it. Are they going to be doing it again, though? That is,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That is the case. I am curious. I am not too convinced, because this time there's not that big of an advantage. Oh, Queen of Pain blinking in, Frostbite. Shadow Strike still. Is it going to be enough, though? Sonic Wave actually clears out the Creep Wave as well. Telekinesis there in the Scream. Picked up the kill. Queen of Pain able to stay alive and go back to base. He actually picked up an ultimate orb, so he's gonna go for that cheap stick by the looks of it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No pause. As if they knew. I need some water. 1 second. I have to get new water soon too. Hopefully that is gonna be after the game. And I will let you look at a graph while I drink water. In favor of the Radiant. They have been taking so much of those later kills. Experience graph there for also, of course, being high for the Radiant team. It's still, I mean, this is probably around 5,500 experience difference, but it's still only 20 minutes in, so it's not that big of a difference just yet. I mean, it's a big spike, yes, but it could be worse. Breath is gonna clear out some creeps. Fatebolt to get the last hits, or an explosion picking that one up. 500 gold up on him, and he's now, I mean, he was a support Rubik, so he is the warding person. Queen of Pain was, of course, mid. The advantage that you had, that I remember seeing her at 404 at some point, and now she is 637. So even though she's been part of 7 kills in a time, she's also died 3 times. Really not ideal, and that roar making all the difference. Sentry ward. This sentry ward only just got placed. Oh, did they know that? No, I don't. Yeah, maybe they do. They're sticking around on this side. Yeah, they know. They know. Waiting until they're visible once more. And there's the Undying showing himself again. Beastmaster still in the bottom lane in the meantime, building towards a pipe. We have got Broodmother building towards an Orchid. There was a smoker for the Dire team. Telekinesis, Beastmaster, Brett, high sped, right clicks. And that's a kill. And Jakiro actually being the one to pick that one up. Easy, simple, fast kill. Fast gold. And they might be able to get the tier 1 tower for it, but that would be the first tower that they take down, and we have seen that the Radiant team is quite prone on their towers. So they might actually try to just stop that pushing from happening, even though... Nah, they can't. They just can't. Tower goes down, so they're gonna try to take something in return for it, but there should be TPs incoming soon for the defense of this tier 2 tower. Here comes the Omni Knight already. He cannot do an Omni Slash near a tombstone though. Too many charges wasted on those zombies. And the push continues on the bottom lane. Top tier 2 tower getting pressured there as well. Will be going down if no defenses. Radiant has got a fortify still as a tier 2 tower. It's not gonna go down. Rubik now TPing mid. But the tower's already dead. And Undying pick up the kill. There's the Blade Fury with the Gale on there, so it's being super slow. And the TP's going on the bottom lane. Macropire already down. They're looking for the strays, looking for the ones that are left behind. Meld damage. Where's your blink? It was off cooldown so much earlier. She took 2 hits from that, and that is painful, especially since the TA is hasted. But the blink was there again. And no blink dagger up on the TA, by the way. She picked up a Desolator before anything else. Well, after her face boots, obviously. But no kills on the back foot. But that is, to be fair for the Radiant team, that's not a big thing. They picked up 2 tier 2 towers, and the only thing they lost was one tier 1. Their first of tier 1s. And they might be getting a Roshan now in return as well, which will be big. Very big even. Is the Dire team gonna be able to do anything against this? Macropire is on cooldown. There's a Sonic Wave, there's an Omni Slash. But there are so many heroes to Omni Slash, there's nobody gonna go down for that one. Ice Pet though, Breath. Still TA already picking up the Aegis. And they back off again, knowing that they cannot fight this. Ooh, Courier, I'm not sure where you're going. Oh, he's going to the Jakiro. That's the mechanism being completed up on the Jakiro. Juggernaut got his Yasha complete, so we'll be going for that Manta Sal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We've got a BKB up on the Templar Assassin and 1800 gold to boot. She must have had this in a donkey the previous time I looked. I'm still expecting a Blink Dagger with 200 more gold to go. It's a pretty nice spell to have, and they're gonna go for the tier 3. Tombstone is up. Let nobody come in our way. Ice Pet does not hit any heroes, even though Beastmaster just walks in there to make Norman feel less sad. He was there. They can just keep standing here if they want. Decays all around. Tower still dropping, slowly, steadily. Fortification going off. Jakiro's Macropire still off cooldown if he wants to use it, but the tier 1 tower, tier 3 tower will go down. Roar now going off on the Juggernaut's Axis, and that is a pickup so fast. Sonic Wave going through though. Macropire as well. They're just standing in that ice wall, and that is gonna be one going down. Broodmother also goes down, but the Undying died. Jakiro died. Broodmother bite back, and Rubik buys back as well. A lot of buybacks. They got the Undying though. That's at least 1 kill for the Dire team, but they lost so much more. They also get the Crystal Maiden. Now they're losing their Broodmother. Sentry Ward being able to make sure that she got vision. And that's actually the Broodmother buying back and dying again. And that is something that you cannot afford. And they actually only lost her because she was too greedy for a Crystal Maiden of 4 heroes. Rubik bought back in that fight too, but at least he didn't go walk around like a loony and trying to get a kill on a support with risking his own life to do so. Rubik with his buyback, I mean, I'm not sure how much difference he made, but at least his barracks are still standing. And that's the most important thing for now. Is that the rest of QWERT is gonna go home to lick their wounds and then probably go back in again. Pipe up on the Beastmaster right now. Ghost Scepter up on the Venomancer. We've got the TA building towards a deadless by the looks of it. Actually, she almost has it complete already. Wow, she's getting massive farm. This CA, even though she really didn't have a good mid lane. I mean, she was up first the Queen of Pain. She gave away a couple of kills. Queen of Pain had a really good mid lane, got more last hits as well. But this Templar Assassin is getting out of hand. I mean, if you look at the net worth, she is high. She is like super high. Her last hits are now out of this world. She's already got 159. Well, not really out of this world, but in comparison to others, she is quite well farmed on last hits. But yeah, it is also of course the towers that are down already on the Dire side, which are not down on the Radiant side. That's a massive difference in gold. And of course she's 10 for 2 for 6. She's been in 16 out of the 25 kills, only died twice. It is now going to be reunited with the rest of his team, as they are now 5 again, looking to take down these barracks. There is a tombstone again if he wants it. There is a flesh golem if he wants it. He wants both, and he's just gonna bash on that barracks. And he can do it too. There will be an ice path soon. There it goes. Is it gonna be enough? There's the breath, also doing what it can. And they don't care about that. There's a heal sonic wave going through, but then again they have the mechanism. It's fine. Barracks go down. And QWERT looking really strong on this match, I have to say. Chikiro, that is gonna be out of position for you. Beastmaster picking up the kill, and now the Juggernaut cannot do anything either. Crystal Maiden ultimate actually helping out. That is 2 for 0. They got the barracks in return for that one as well, and the GG is actually called. No real surprise there, but that will mean that we see a game number 3 coming out, because both of these teams now took a game off each other. With the deciding match coming up next. Game number 3 will decide which one of these two teams is going to be getting an invite to Dreamhack Winter 2012. If you want to find out more about that, you can go to ghostofgamers.net/Dota2. And it's actually one of the on the front page posts right now that it is known the other invites that are done for Dreamhack Winter 2012. So go check that out. But you can also find all the other information in that post, as the links are all on there. As we're waiting for the last one, someone to disconnect. There we go, and now the throne can explode, and we can jump ourselves into the next game. My name is Sheever. I'm a Go To Gamers caster. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. And we will be seeing this game number 3 together. If you stay, please stay. If we wait until the throne explodes, come on, you can do it. There was the last one disconnecting also. He didn't want to wait for that end screen anymore. I need to wait for the end screen though. There we go. Bring on the end screen. And that is QWERT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taking game number 2 in the Dreamhack Winter Online Qualifiers. The first one of in total 3 to be there. And we are gonna see game number 3, because the score is 1-1. Stay tuned for more Dota 2 action coming up. Don't go anywhere.